start whenever you're ready.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man!
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom? Cut it right there.
What sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that I yet know not?
Too familiar is my dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips, not a body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banished is banished from the world, and world's exile is death. Then banished. Is death mistermed, calling death banishment? Thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness, thy fault our law calls death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law, and turned that black word death to banishment. This dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture, not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing, live here in heaven, and may look upon her. But Romeo may not. More validity, more honorable state, more courtship lives in carrion flies than Romeo. They may seize on the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand and steal a mortal blessing from her lips, who even in pure and vestal modesty still blush, as thinking their own kisses sin. But Romeo may not. He is banished. Flies may do this, but I from this must fly. They are free men, but I am banished. And sayest thou yet that exile is not death? Hast thou no poison mixed, no sharp-ground knife, no sudden means of death, through ne'er so mean, but banished to kill me? Banished? O friar, the damned use of that word in hell. Howlings attend it. And how hast thou the heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend professed to mangle me with that word, banished?
Thou fond madman, hear me, but speak a word.
Oh, thou wilt speak again of banishment.
I give thee armor to keep off that word. Adversity's sweet milk, philosophy, to comfort thee, thou art banished.
Yet banished? Hang up philosophy unless philosophy can make a Juliet, displant a town, reverse a prince's doom. It helps not, prevails not. Talk no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
How should they when wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of that thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, an hour but married, till but murdered, doting like me, and like me banished, thou mightst thou speak, thou mightst thou tear thy hair, and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, one knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, unless the breath of thy heartsick groans, mist-like, enfold from me the search of eyes.
How they knock! Who's there? Romeo, arise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while, stand up. Unto my study, by and by, God's will. What simpleness is this? I come, I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What is your will?
Let me come in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Holy friar, oh tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
He is even in my mistress's case. Just in her case, O woeful sympathy, piteous predicament. Even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up, stand up, stand, and you be a man, for Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand. Why should you fall so deep and oh?
Nurse!
Ah, sir, well, death's the end of all.
Speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Doth she not think me an old murderer, now that I have stained the childhood of our joy with the blood recovered from her own? Where is she, and how doth she? What says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
Sir, but weeps, and now falls on her bed, and then stands up, and Tybalt calls, and then Romeo cries, and then down falls
that
again.
name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her, as that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman? Oh, tell me, friar, tell me, in what part of this vile anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack this hateful mansion. Hold thy desperate hand. Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast, unseemingly woman in a seeming man, or ill-beseeming beast in a seeming both. Thou hast amazed me by thy holy order. I thought thou disposition
better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself, and thy lady too that lives in thee, by doing damned hate upon thyself, while railst thou on thy birth, thy heaven, and the earth? Since birth, and heaven, and earth, all three do meet in thee at once, which thou at once wouldest lose. Fie, thou shamest thy shape, thy love, thy wit, which like a usurer aboundest in all, and usest none, and the true use indeed, which should bedeck thy shape, thy love, thy wit. Thy noble shape is but form of wax, digressing from the valor of a man. Thy dear love sworn, but hollow perjury, killing that love which thou hast vowed to cherish. Thy wit, that ordinate to shape and love, mishapen in the conduct of them both, like powder in a skitless soldier's flask, is set afire by thine own ignorance, and thou dismembered with thine own defense. What roused thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy? Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy too. The law that threatened death becomes friend, and turns it to exile. There art thou happy? A pack of blessings lights up unto thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. But like a misbehaved and sullen wench, thou poutest upon thy fortune and thy love? Take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, hence, and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live, till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse, commence me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh Lord, I could have stayed here all night to hear the good counsel. Oh, what learning is, my lord! I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare a chide.
Here, sir, a ring she bid me to give you. Hie you, make haste, for it grows very
How
late.
well my comfort is revived by this.
Good night, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day distinguished from hence. Sojourn the Mantua, I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand, 'tis late, farewell, good night.
That a joy past joy calls out on me. It were a grief, so brief to part with thee. Farewell.